Ozone is important for us, isn't it? You know how it protects us from the harmful UV rays of the sun. We all use sunscreen with UV protection, don't you? So, ozone gives you a natural sunscreen. In this chapter, we will look at ozone in detail. We will have a look at its properties and other uses as well. Let's see what exactly is ozone. Ozone is a triatomic allotrope of oxygen. It is highly unstable in nature. We can find its traces for about 20 kilometers above the sea level. So, how is ozone present at such heights? It is formed by the reaction of oxygen with the ultraviolet rays of the sun. The major role of this gas is protecting the Earth's surface from the harmful ultraviolet radiations from the sun. Now let's see the preparation of ozone. Ozone is prepared by passing dry, pure and cold oxygen through an apparatus called ozonizer. Then in the ozonizer, we will apply very high voltage. You may question why very high voltage is required for the formation of ozone from oxygen. This is because if when oxygen is converted to ozone, the enthalpy of the reaction is found to be plus 142 kilojoules per mole. That is, it is an endothermic reaction. We know in an endothermic reaction, energy of the product is greater than the energy of the reactants. So, if a reactant has to be converted to the unstable product, more of external energy is required. The ozone obtained by this process is found to contain only 10% of ozone. If you need higher concentration or pure ozone, then it is obtained by fractional liquefaction of an ozone oxygen mixture. Move to the physical properties of ozone. Pure ozone is a pale blue gas, dark blue liquid and violet black solid. Ozone has a characteristic smell and in small concentrations it is harmless. However, if the concentration raised to above 100 parts per million, breathing becomes uncomfortable, resulting in headache and nausea. Ozone is thermodynamically unstable with respect to oxygen since its decomposition to oxygen results in the liberation of heat, that is delta H is negative, and an increase in entropy, that is delta S is positive. These two effects reinforce each other, resulting in large negative Gibbs free energy change for its conversion into oxygen. It is not really surprising, therefore, high concentration of ozone can be dangerously explosive. Now let's study about the chemical properties of ozone. If you take ozone, it is a very strong oxidizing agent because it easily decomposes to give oxygen and nascent oxygen. This nascent oxygen is responsible for its oxidizing property. For example, it converts it oxidizes lead sulfide to lead sulfate. Ozone can be estimated quantitatively with the help of potassium iodide. Now let's see how it can be estimated. What we will do is we will make the ozone to react with potassium iodide solution buffered with a borate buffer which is having the pH of 9.2. So iodine will be liberated. This liberated iodine will be titrated against standard solution of sodium thiosulfate using starch as an indicator. Ozone also oxidizes nitric oxide to nitrogen dioxide. So the nitric oxide emitted from the exhaust of supersonic jet aeroplanes will readily combine with ozone to form nitrogen dioxide and dioxygen. Since supersonic jet fly in the stratosphere near the ozone layer, they are responsible for the depletion of ozone layer. Let's understand how chlorofluorocarbon molecule depletes the ozone layer. When ultraviolet rays falls on the chlorofluorocarbon molecules in the upper atmosphere, a carbon-chlorine bond in the CFC molecule breaks, producing a chlorine atom. This chlorine atom then reacts with an ozone molecule, producing the oxygen molecule and a chlorine monoxide. Then a free oxygen atom breaks up the chlorine monoxide. The chlorine is free to repeat the process of destroying more ozone molecules. A single CFC molecule can destroy 10,000 ozone molecules. In ozone molecule, there are two oxygen-oxygen bonds of identical bond length, that is 128 picometer, and the molecule has angular shape with a bond angle of about 117 degree. It has two resonant hybrid structures. These are the uses of ozone. Students, kindly practice these questions in your notebook.